Born in China in 1967, the beginning of my life was a world of suffering and hardship. I will not go deep into this, but explain my life in the advanced world and the things that really matter to me. I lied in the Middle East of one village near being, where I lived with my parents. In this village, we were raided weekly by the Mongol invaders, only to be robbed by the subjects of mine on weekends. This fated existence continued until my 6th birthday, when my pilgrims were killed in my village. Born, I fled to Peking to my uncle Wang early until my 14th birthday. This is where I met my cousin and future husband, Stefan. Then known as Pling Shong, I was known as Ling Ping. But I do not want to remember this period. This time was difficult, and I pray it's worth laying only with my second cousin, Stefan. We played and procreated and led a perfect childhood so for many years until the fateful age of 14, I was forced to work in factories on the whole day. In 3 to 5 hours outside your day. With no hope of escape and fading existence of steady working and slaying, the Communist Party of President Chang. But life was on stone ready to lie again. As in 1980, I married my first wife, Ming. My beautiful wife, Ming. Blessed be her heart, dead in 11 accidents in 2001. I lied as a homeless for the streets of Aachen for those fateful years until 2013. Lying as a refugee from my near they don't work. But on the glorious day of November 2, my cousin contacted me by letter for the first time since 1980. He claimed how he was in the best country in the world, Macedonia. He told me a wonderful, magical riches of hot woman, Albanian free chicken restaurants, an endless freedom of the nation. I packed my bags and spent my last Chinese dollars for tickets to Skop. Macedonia, and thus my new life, my real life, has begun. Chapter 2 enlists views of the Western world. What is not said to victims from third countries in the world, which in the West is the best. But what is not said is you poor liberals and communists unfortunately rule this world. Full products of this Westland ideology is the conformity, anti-racism and all, and such disgusting things plagueth the unscrewed democratic society in the West. Figures from grand degenerate, full anti-heroes and champions of all the other alluded this day. The Western world at war. America, Germany, England, in the unscrewed Croatia is no licking Ruska dupe. The worship of full and bad things that are to be despised. And so my horny to Macedonia, at first fun and curious, turned into shock and noticing that the so-called it was a free world really would influence, and they were one and the same, so I decided to enter the world of politics. It ran for mayor of Skopje at the expense of the Macedonian Nazi Party, but unfortunately it is a loss to Pakistani immigrant governor Rishipal Qadari. I ran again for mayor of obstinate Kernikowic and won, and so I stumbled upon this small area. Oh, I managed my personal life, but you weren't as enough. Until I went in my small area of Kernikowic, I decided to run for president with Macedonia's KKK party platform, and went on with the Jewish liberal scum grew sky with Gypsilois kiss. I made it my imperative to get rid of the ill groups that plague Macedonia and put an end to it the associated liberal movements. My colleagues such as Alec Long as Ron Paul, Hitler, Palek, and Tonescu in Lenin agree that liberalism and anti-reality attitude is okay and common sense to our rulers. Liberals are the first movement I hated. They are so cognitively deficient and always things from reality. They believe that nay is a racist and social construct, and that a person with an IQ of 900 equals a black man with Down syndrome. They hate the white race and the Chinese race. He knows on a whirlpool the Ebola virus is killing our world and could be the downfall of our civilization. Liberals claim that it cannot be transmitted through the air. If you don't agree, you're racist, but stance. I'll make the rulers tell you your own. Agree. But as we all told, liberals are anti-stance and lower creationists. Wherefore, I hate communists. And there were only a few good products from him. Stalin was bored Jews in a rickshaw who killed many innocent slaves and was the worst man who ever lived. But at least when he became old and sent out killing many Jews, Mao Zedong was a true communist, very similar to Stalin. Kluber communist full say no communist country exist. Thus my true form of communism is the real communism. I spit in their faces when they say this. Fuck those communists and condoloids. These are my strugglers with this world. Maybe one day I'll use Roma, Serbs, and cognitively deficient people will be killed beaten. But these are just wents.